Sure, apples survive, trees survive cold.
Apples are good, the peaches didn't do well. They were all in full bloom and that froze. We probably lost all our peaches.
Regarding Succo's, he
We
wanted
may have
some
some, but
obvious
not that
Succo's
much.
ones, he thought we might open and stuff
Are
like
the
that.
apples in bloom?
Apples weren't in bloom, so they look
What bad are they now?
Some are.
I see.
Some are, yeah.
Just got 33.
Yeah.
Okay, I got everything.
You'll probably be on it.
All right, welcome everyone. It is April 27th, and we are ready to open our meeting. If you'd stand for the pledge and a short devotion. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
You bow your heads. Heavenly Father, grant us the wisdom to safely keep our employees safe as they do their job. Provide us integrity and humility as we govern, and provide us the wisdom for cooperation for the common good of all of our citizens. Amen.
Amen.
Welcome to another Monday night.
Monday.
Yeah. So, any changes to the agenda that you guys have?
Yeah, I got, under new business, I have two things. One will be in the meeting, and then I need an executive session with no action.
Okay.
This is under road, Randy?
New township business.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Well, what do you
No,
want it?
no, that, I thought he meant the one
What
will
do
be
you
about
want-
something
what-
on the road, but it'll be under new business
Okay.
at the end of the meeting.
Okay.
And then I'd like an executive session as well if we, no action. And then I've got,
Would these two executive sessions be the same number, or we?
Or if they're different, we'll have to
we
come
might
back.
have to come in and out of them.
All right, we'll come in
They're
and
gonna be
out.
different.
They'll
Both we'll
probably be
do at
different.
the end.
Yep.
I have actually 3 things under new business
Okay.
that we'll do. And I have one under old business to talk about the Succo's Park.
I have
What
a
do you?
lot. I'm so apologize, but I usually would have it. I got 3 things under fire. I have 2 things under old business. One of them will pertain to the park. It might tie in with what you're doing, Trustee Griffith.
Okay.
Under new business, I have 2 things very important there under new business that just came in to office
Yeah, we
today.
had all these new things just pop in last minute.
Yeah,
Okay.
well, they're important. I don't want them to wait till the next meeting.
Okay. All right. With that, no other changes to the agenda. Have you had a chance to review the minutes from Monday, April 13th?
Trustee Pirro moves to accept them as presented.
Trustee Varian second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Actually, if you wanted copies of anything, they're laying out there on the table. You're welcome to pick them up and take them with you or whatever.
Okay.
They're all public records. With that, have you had a chance to review the treasurer's report?
Trustee Varian moves to accept the treasurer's report as presented.
Trustee Pirro seconds.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And with that, I'm really happy to have Ashley Davis with us tonight. She's going to talk to us a little bit about, she's president of the new East Canton Wrestling Club. You, either one, that mic is so
Yeah, if you
good,
want to
it's going
stand,
to
it's
pick you up.
fairly close. Yeah, it'll pick you up.
It'll pick you up.
So the wrestling program started last year, for those who don't know. We had 32 girls and boys on the team in grades kindergarten through 6th. It is our hope to move the program up to the middle school level for the season of 2027. For our first season, we had 4 wrestlers advance at sectionals and compete in the district tournament at Glen Oak High School. One of our 5th grade girls then went on to achieve 4th place at the OYWA Girls State Tournament. We even held our own wrestling tournament at the high school, which was very successful. The other schools in our league were impressed with how well the tournament was ran and asked us to hold more tournaments in the future. Last season, we had 3 sets of mats donated from Joe Bogdan at McKinley High School. That used to be Timken mats. We were able to use these in the old weight room at the Smith Gym for practices. The space was great while it was there. However, next year, the preschool was moving into that space. and so we will not be able to use it. For the time being, we are being allowed to split the Smith Gym with a removable wall, and we're going to be using that split with youth basketball program at the same time. So this will put a strain on both the youth basketball program and the youth wrestling program. It also causes a possible health and safety concern because the mats have to be sanitized after each use, and we'll have to pick them up every weekend for any basketball game or event that's being held at the Smith Gym. Consequently, we've been in search of a new space. There currently is not a space available at the actual school, so we started looking in surrounding areas, and that's when we came across the Sucos Park building. I understand the building needs work itself. Kevin Miller has told us that about the water and he said that some of it's not heated also. But we would be willing to get an estimate and try to fundraise to help assist in renovations that needed to be done there. And the wrestling team would be looking to go practice there 5 days a week this coming season. I'm sorry, not this coming season, but probably the one after. And we would also be willing to assist in any way we could at the park, including picking up trash, like you had said, or anything else that the team would be able to help with. And we would be there 5 days a week, so there would be a constant presence.
So what is your season?
It is from October to February.
Okay.
Any other questions?
So they were thinking that the bay garages might be suitable where they could put the mats down and label them. But I have not been in there for a while.
Rodney, how much you have in there right now?
Yeah, what are you storing in there, Rodney?
We got the grader.
The first two doors, I just put the Durapatchers over here now. I took it out of there. We have the roller and the Huber still sitting over there.
All right.
Which is like the
tractor with
first
the blade.
two
yeah.
garage doors.
Okay.
So you guys were looking for all 3 bays or just 2 or what?
We haven't seen inside the building itself, so I don't know how much space there is essentially last year we had 1 wrestling mat down on the floor. If we could put a little bit more than that, that would be great because we were tight on space with the 32 wrestlers that we had and we would like to.
How much space is that?
grow the program.
Do you have any dimensions on what you're looking for? How wide is a wrestling mat?
So the wrestling mat itself comes in pieces, and so we can just cover the floor with mats, even if it's not necessarily like a square. The mats just get rolled up and they stand as tall as me, like 6-foot sections. So we would have to put down 6-foot sections to take up whatever floor was available, pretty much.
So how much floor do you think what are you looking
They just
for?
keep adding to it. You just keep adding.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what would be your minimum requirement?
Like what's our ring size? 40 by 40? Like what's
It's the whole mat is 40 by 40, yes,
Okay.
but we could do like
Okay.
30 by, you know
Okay.
what I mean, different dimensions or whatever.
I think they should look at the back. That back's all open.
yeah.
It's 100% open.
Well-
It's cemented.
Yeah,
You're talking about the back being all suite.
the back room
Yeah.
is kind of weird. It's like
It's
a big room that was just built.
well,
nothing in
they were supposed to.
They're gonna frame it and put
They
a
were
house.
gonna make like an in-law suite there.
It's a big room with a set of double doors. It's quite large. That's possible. So these are my first opinions, considering that building. I would say that we would have to look obviously at Otarma to see if we're covered insurance wise. That's the first thing we have to do. I think maybe even before that, we get them in there and see if it works size wise. We're probably going to have flushing toilets. I don't know that you can get away with a porta potty for an entire wrestling season.
Not if it's gonna be
Like that doesn't, and then you're gonna have to heat the space.
Yeah.
Because this is winter.
Yeah.
I mean, this is December.
Yeah.
So there's definitely some logistics on it. But I don't think it's not doable. I just
No.
think there's gonna definitely be some parts and pieces we have to
I
figure
think
out.
that you just like us to go and do some research on it to see what.
Okay, and also on the insurance thing, wrestling has to carry insurance anyways, if that's helpful at all. Like, we have
That is
insurance-
helpful.
We have insurance right now.
Yeah, and we would be second insured on that.
Mhm.
But because we're a government entity, we would have to, like any park,
Yeah.
Orderly Park has insurance through the village.
We have the building insured now.
Yeah.
It's just
Mhm.
what changes if we have people in it.
Yeah.
We'll have to look at.
Okay.
Okay.
But I do know that Davis gym isn't going to change because they enrollment in the preschool has grown so much that,
The Smith gym.
yeah, the Smith gym.
So yeah, the
Oh, yeah, I guess Davis is the other. They're going to keep that space for a long time.
Yeah, the school came to the preschool and asked if they'd move to the weight room of the Smith gym because they needed more classrooms in the school.
Yeah.
So,
So I don't see.
have you measured the lobby?
The lobby, in Finnefrock was kind of like,
Weird on that.
yeah, because
I think the lobby's actually bigger than the weight room.
the glass, and
Yeah.
we could not fit one mat in the lobby. We tried to, and cheer, with the preschool getting moved out, cheer also kind of got displaced, and so
Uh-huh.
cheer plans on using the lobby. She wants like that, to be locked
Yeah.
off and.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
And it's hard when they hold basketball games because everyone comes in through the lobby. I don't know, you could try to make them go through the back door.
We even looked at like putting up a wall there to try to just have people go to like the concession stand only and inside the gym.
Yeah.
But,
So there was, I don't want to speak out of turn when I say this, but there was lots of conversation and lots of meetings talking about the preschool and what that's going to look like and displacing programs like you. And a lot of times we kind of came back to, and again, I'm not a school representative, so, but when you look at what we'd have in making the building out there suitable, what's a pole building look like on the school property? I mean, pole building's gonna be thrown up in a weekend, and so we had that conversation, like, what's that look like?
Yeah.
And I'm just, dreaming big,
For
but
the
if-
preschool you're talking
but
about.
for the wrestling program.
For the rest.
They've got 32 kids year one.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
yeah,
And if you want to raise some funds before you put an old furnace in what we've got out there and it's really not the building you want, you'd rather be on the school grounds anyway. What's it cost to throw a pole building up?
Kevin said close to $50,000, but I don't know how correct that is.
Okay.
That sounds pretty close.
I'd be surprised if you could get it done for that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because if
Yeah.
you had to hook in a septic or hook
Yeah.
onto the sewer.
Okay.
But we will look into it.
Okay.
And thank you so much for
I-
coming out.
I think what we can do too is to save you guys some time. We can go out and put a tape measure on the floor and tell you the size of the rooms.
Okay.
And then you guys can be like, oh, that's not even worth. Do you know what I'm saying?
Like, yeah, looking into
Right.
yeah.
I wouldn't want
We
to.
went and looked like in the windows, but
Yeah.
you can't.
You can't really tell.
No.
Yeah, we can say one room's 65 by 40 and one room's,
Yeah.
and you can say, oh, that's enough space.
Right.
But you fit in the old weight room, correct?
Yes.
But barely.
Yes.
Okay. So it needs to be bigger than that space.
Hopefully.
Okay. Got it. And are they planning on putting that divider in the Smith, do you know?
Yeah. When we had the meeting with Finnefrock, it was wrestling and cheer and the AD and Kevin Finnefrock, and he said that they were going to purchase
The
a wall to
divider?
put, yes, to
Okay.
put in the middle of the Smith gym.
But
Okay.
you're moving to that for this fall.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't,
Yeah, that-
basketball wasn't there, so I don't really know how.
Yeah, because I coached basketball for my little one when you guys were wrestling every night in the old West.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, and just having that divider there,
Yeah.
basketball's going to have a really hard time.
Oh, sure. It's going to be loud in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
It'll be interesting.
All right. And then community center, we've exhausted all those resources, I'm sure,
Yeah.
because you probably can't leave anything up.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, they're looking to not have to pick the
Yeah,
mats
they're
up.
looking not to pick them up. Okay.
Understandably too.
For sure.
It's true.
Okay.
Awesome. All right. We'll work on it.
Okay.
Do we have any more questions? I know where to find you.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming out.
Yes. I will see you tomorrow.
Yep. All right, no other public speaks. We're gonna move on to fire report.
Okay, as you can see, the 241 tire quote was emailed to Trustee Variant this one, sort of Lowry.
And I forwarded it to the trustees too.
So we're looking at the drive tires on the rear of the engine.
And that's a single axle truck.
That's single axle,
So
so
it's
4 tires.
4 tires.
And that's going on which engine?
Engine 241.
Yeah,
our first
the
up
main
tire.
the main fire engine.
It looked like the quote had two different prices. Is that correct?
That's correct. There were the Road X 796 and then Uniroyal RD2.
And who did those come from?
They're all from Ziegler, I believe.
Okay.
Correct.
They're all from Ziegler. And the
Well,
steer
I am not
tire,
a tire expert.
the steer tires are okay, right? Think so?
I'd go with the cheapest.
We think so, yes.
I think because they don't put that many
Yeah.
miles on.
I would not spend any. They'll drive it before they'll,
That was my thought, but
100%.
Brian, do we need to talk about, can we talk tires and get that going, or do we need to talk about some of the other bills that need to be paid on some of these trucks before we talk about tires?
The other bills I already have prepared for you all, but
Okay.
I mean, I'm going to, any decisions from here out till the end of the year, I'm going to probably use soft billing money anyhow. And we have some there to be able to
Okay.
do that.
All right.
But if you want to keep things rolling, go ahead and have your discussion.
All right. Are you guys okay with doing the cheaper of the two, all four?
About
yeah,
3,500.
it just doesn't put that many miles on the engine.
All right. Trustee Varian moves to purchase the cheaper of the two quotes. And the theory of the cheaper of the two quotes is that the tires wear out and dry rot way before they use up their tread. The tires that are on it right now are 10 years old and there's plenty of tread left.
Do you
It's
have
just
the
that they're
price?
old.
Is it,
Up to pay up to $4,000. Should be 35 and change.
I'm figuring that out right.
Yeah, you got,
But we don't have tire disposal. They can bring them back here.
if I'm looking at the right thing here.
Yeah, let me write it.
Yeah, look at that. The one I drew the line in. I think you said
What,
there.
We're talking 4.
Yeah.
Tom, if you can get with Tyler.
Oh, it isn't that much.
You get with Tyler, when they give them quotes like that, Ziegler will put them grouped together
I'll
with
get rid of
everything on the
tires.
vehicle. So we can make a quicker decision to look at that, because we gotta sit here and calculate all these.
Because that only 4
valve
tires
stems
only
and
comes
all
to
this
less
other
than
Yeah.
stuff.
1,600.
Okay.
So by the time you add mounting on,
All right. So Trustee Varian makes a motion to buy the 4 tires from Ziegler, the cheaper of the 4, and not to dispose of the 4. Bring them back here. We'll get rid of them, and we'll save that. We'll save that disposal
Yeah.
up to $2,000.
where are they going,
2,000.
4
where are they
tires.
going to put them? Get them back here.
I think just put them in the garage. And,
No, how they going? There's room on the truck? to
oh,
put
they'll
on the
throw.
truck?
They can put them on the truck. Yeah.
Tom, what number is that truck?
241.
241.
It's 241.
That's the engine.
Yes, sir.
I want to confirm that, because that's going to be part of my next lead in when I talk.
Do you second that, Mr.?
Second.
Second.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye. And I will, Chief Ruskin, I have to call Tyler on something else anyway tomorrow, so I'll call him and tell him to get moving on it.
Okay.
So,
Okay. Let Chief continue his report.
Calls 32 since the last meeting. That's a mutual aid, 1 LFD, 1 quad, 1 to NIM, and then 4 from LFD, and 2 from Minnesota. It's been a fairly busy couple of weeks. Had some back-to-back calls and some auto accidents that we needed mutual aid on.
I wanted to tell you, thank you for being at the April 11th track meet. I know you guys were there for standby, and it was nice to have you there. So thank you for that.
Appreciate that.
I was questioning the chief on open burns because we're in that period. It's what, March, April, and May, correct? For open burn?
It's burned.
Yes,
Yeah.
That's from what, 6:30 to 6:30.
6 to 6.
6 o'clock to 6. But if you notice on your report, there was an open burn at multiple different days to the same residence, 3 times. So I was asking him, is there a penalty or how many times can you do that? And he says they can turn it into EPA after it's like a repeat offender at some point. Or if it's within the village limits, the ECPD can come out, or even the sheriff can come out and they can find them. Because I'm like,
yeah, we're
we're
running.
getting called for the same thing and we may need to go somewhere else. And I think one of those, we had to get aid from somewhere else because we were doing.
Okay.
So if it's a repeat offender that keeps repeating like that, we need to probably call the
Sheriff's Department.
whatever
That's
official was
sure, yeah.
appropriate at that time. What's that?
Walnut should
I
be,
said, that's in the
it should be in the village.
is
Yeah,
in the
we got
village,
walnuts,
yes.
walnuts in the village.
Are you able to burn a controlled burn during that time?
During those hours,
No, yeah, if somebody, can you get a permit to burn wood?
I don't think you can
Like-
during the open burn week months. There's 3 months.
Even
yeah,
if-
from after 6 PM.
Yeah,
you
after
told-
6.
You told me like when you have a permit like that,
Yes,
you still have to follow that 6 a.m. to 6
Yeah,
p.m. not
yeah.
to burn.
The burn ban is still in effect. You guys,
Yeah, because it's the state of Ohio burn ban.
Right.
It's
It's
not
not
ours.
us.
No, I know that. I just didn't know if there was any, if you had a situation. I just was asking. But it's no, it's not nothing at all.
correct.
I've got 2 quick things for fire. Had a phone call from the mayor of the village talking about police responding when our fire department calls. That's something we need to look into. Just want to bring that up in public address. We definitely have to look into all what that would entail. So we're going to table that and have a conversation later. Obviously, insurance, tax dollars, lots of that. Jurisdiction is also a big one because the sheriff's jurisdiction is here. And I know in the police department world, jurisdiction is a big deal. So we have to be careful with that. So
Yeah, and actually state police too on our state routes that come through us.
Yeah.
The state police get called on those.
So wanted to bring it up that there's conversation in the village about the village police making runs. The conversation was only when the fire department would call them, not every run. So we're having some conversation there. So just for everyone's knowledge. On a separate note, we have an OTARMA claim number open for our siding on the building. Have not been super helpful. After he came out and saw that it was one piece, he was like, you can figure out how to fix that. I was like, okay. So I've got a guy coming out, Noah from Elite Siding. He was the last guy that fixed the siding out there for us. I thought he did a good job and I thought it was reasonable. So I have Noah coming this week giving us a quote to fix the one piece or the entire end. And then he'll give us that quote and I will take it back to our open claim at OTARMA and see what that looks like.
Okay.
So our job is to get quotes, so that's our step right now. That's all I have for fire.
Brian, do you want to do yours before he does the fire report?
Yeah. Trustee Varian, did we ever get the light fixed on the east end?
You know, I called Canton Sign and they were gonna put it on their schedule. I don't know if it's been fixed. And I haven't been by at night to know.
I don't think it has.
All right,
Tyler told me he thought they did come and, the light is up there. He said they came and took the light off. And then this morning, when I went on that side of the station, there is a spotlight on that end, but it was daytime, so.
oh, so they may have, all right.
So they may have.
We may be sitting, so that might not be a vendor you've had yet.
Yeah, I haven't got a bill or anything.
Yeah, it's Canton Sign Company. They've
Okay,
been in
that's
Canton
who
for
it is.
years, generations. But yeah, Canton Sign Company.
It looks like a new LED light up there.
Tyler must be watching. Hey, Tyler, out there. He said it's fixed per a text message. So we'll see that bill come soon.
What else do you have, Brian?
All right, trustees, I held these back so I could explain what's going on. Back when the board approved, I actually had it wrote up as 241 repairs on the fire truck 241. It actually was 254. And I created a purchase order for $6,900 that was in the minutes back in March. It actually was truck 254, but the purchase order reflect 241. With that being said, we got the balance owed. I finished paying everything up to a certain point on 254 under 241's purchase order. But I have a balance left that I need a then and now approved for $1,390.75, which brings the whole cost to fix 254 at $8,290.75, which you already approved 6,900 of that. So the $1,390.75, I need a then and now approval for that. And then I have tabs on there of everything that needs signed. If you would do that for me, I'm gonna put a note in for the auditor instead of voiding all this stuff out because it's in the minutes. I'm gonna make note on all those, initial them, so that when I get through an audit, it was actually for truck 254, those repairs were on. Because the reason why, we do have to approve 241 yet, so that's why I wanted to, instead of blowing all this stuff out,
Yeah.
I wanted to do that.
254 is the tanker, and that was all that repair on the tanker,
Yes.
which it is completely repaired, right?
There's a
Back in
long
service.
list of stuff that got
She's
completed on
got
that.
3 signatures there.
Yeah.
So can I have a motion to approve that? The change?
So, do you want the?
Then and
Then and
now.
now.
Yeah, so moved to approve the then and now for 1390.75. Right?
Yep,
A second?
second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right, thank you, trustees.
Thank you.
And then the next one is the actual 241. We had 2 bills, we had a preliminary, and then after they got in there and worked on it, the total is $7,485.45. Because the repairs have been done, and I know these things had to be done, I'm asking for a then and now approval for that.
And this was stuff that we went in for small repairs, but they found more. Is that the one we're talking about?
Yeah, this went in for a couple things and they kind of cleaned up everything when they had it in there. The invoice has quite
There's actually 2 invoices to that. One's 3,000, one's 20 some.
Is that also All American Fire?
Yes,
sir.
but all these are all American Fire.
All right.
But we had, I thought we already approved for this one.
No,
You did, but I used that mistakenly
on the other
Ah.
bill.
on 254.
Yeah.
Okay, I got it.
So if you want to know the total cost of those 2 trucks, add the 7,485.45 and the 8,000 is
About
what you just.
16,000.
Yeah, 16,000 to repair all the truck,
All right.
okay?
Griffin will make a motion that we pay All American Fire Rescue for fire truck 241 in a total of $7,485.45.
Trustee Varian second.
All in favor?
Aye.
I have that one correct.
Yeah, their invoices are pretty good. They've got everything spelled out. If you
I'm,
wanna read
I'm,
down
I'm
through
mad trustees because I should have caught it in minutes because the minutes were approved and I prepared them as truck 241 and it was actually 254, that first one. That's my responsibility and my fault. The last thing I have is Chief Ruskin, you probably didn't know this yet, but I just received the ESO invoice for your software for tracking. It's a normal thing every year. It says includes the HAR, import, auto, CA. It's all your stuff for tracking and it's a standard thing. That's $1,499.
Or in your vehicles?
Yeah.
Is that also giving you the,
That's our EMS and fire reporting.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. It's the app that does that you're all connected with, I believe. It's a yearly thing. It looks like it's the same as it was a year ago, but we have some time to pay it, but I don't want to procrastinate on that one because that you need to have engaged and up and running.
Trustee Pierre wants to pay 1,000,
It's the one I circled.
yeah, 1,499.99 to ESO for solutions for the, whatever they said, auto import.
Trustee Varian second.
all in favor?
Aye. Just as a point of reference before we go on, and we'll hang on, I'll talk to Tyler about this too. There's a pretty intense inspection report. If you notice, they go down through and they inspect chassis, steering, drive system, water, transmission, and all this is checked, okayed, documented, dated. So that's All American goes down through. So obviously we just spent a good amount of money on our fire trucks, but if they're PMing and looking through, it's kind of nice. We've got all this, and this back sheet kind of tells you all the things that they did in a little snapshot. So their invoice and their check is pretty great. So
I like that too myself because
Yeah.
that's what helped me
It's really
figure
nice
out
to
I had
see.
the wrong truck.
yeah. So
All
all
right,
right, great.
back to Chief. You want to give your call report?
I think you already did.
Yeah, call 32, ALS 15, BLS 9, and 5 fire related. 3 of those were those open burns.
Any questions from anybody?
Nope.
All right, anything else, Chief?
No, thank you very much.
All right, we're gonna move on to the cemetery report. Anything from
I
Ryan?
don't, our cemetery section isn't here, and I'm gonna find my note on what I had. I'm gonna wing it, but I remember this because of my other profession I'm in. We had 3 open and closings, since the last meeting. We received $1,100 for the Jean Shear, $1,100 for Carolyn Shear, and $1,100 for Eleanor Cartwright. So that total amount is what we received, and it has been receipted and deposited and put into the cemetery fund.
Thank you.
I know the first mow of all cemeteries and have been done once. This, the township site, those are separate, but the township site has been mowed twice. And I did prepare those documents, checks, vouchers for tonight. So everything's looking good right now. Nothing is going extra, but unless you hear any otherwise, I think everything, I did comment to Jim and to Ryan that, you know, they did a nice job of the cleanup because there was a lot of cleanup they had to do in Elson over at Wildwood. Mapleton wasn't too bad, but Ryan Shear did a lot of cleanup and taking all the old ornaments and things off of there, did that. So
Okay.
we're off to a good start here.
Good.
All right.
All right, let's move on to road report. Superintendent?
Let the trustees have a minute to look at the road report. Do you got any questions?
We picked up a bed at Wildwood Cemetery, like a whole complete bed.
It was Box Springs.
Oh, Box Springs,
Somebody
okay.
sleeping in it or?
No,
Hey, Rodney, I had about 12 tires, dropped it, right in front of the apple barrel. I put them in my truck and put them on your little tire pile in the back. I just
Okay.
wanted to let you
you're the
know.
one who dropped them off.
Yeah, that was
I
me.
was wondering.
It was me. I'm sorry. I was gonna call you and I was like, just don't tell you. That was me. I dropped some tires off.
We were
Thank you.
wondering where they came
Yeah,
from.
okay.
So while we're talking about the tires, the State Ohio Township Association just sent out, there's a grant out there for illegal dumping specifically of tires. So if we find, and I actually know where there are a couple of dumps of tires that were dumped by people. I don't know who they dumped them, but it's back Orwell lanes
Mhm.
that maybe we should look at trying to get some grant money to clean them up. Because I know the solid waste district said that they had some too, but
We normally take all of our tires, go over to Canton Township. That's where we take everything we get picked up or
Okay.
are we paying for those?
no.
No.
Other than some sort of agreement
Well,
with,
the only thing I didn't know, because when they're dumping them in Orwell lanes, that's still on
That's-
private property.
that's off our right of way.
It is off our right of way. That's where they go back Orwell lanes so no one sees them.
I don't think that's our problem.
No.
Well, that's why I'm saying maybe we need to try to use a grant to do that. Because it's something that we can
Yeah, you might
request.
open a big
I just-
can of worms
You're-
with that.
I know. I don't know if the grant covers if you're on, because that's on private property.
Because it used to, then what, that's gonna be, well, you clean this up, why don't you clean that up?
Right.
There's a lot of stuff gets done.
Well, it's specifically for tires.
Yeah.
Oh, all right, I see.
Yeah, it's specifically for tires.
But those are all on private properties.
They are. I just don't know. I can look at that grant to see if it covers private property or not. And I don't even know if solid waste district covers private property either. We'd have to ask. And they're probably they're using that same pot of money because it was a lot of money. I bet they're using that too.
Rodney, are we mowing yet?
We're not knowing yet.
We
Okay.
need to have, I did an executive session that we may have, we could do it now. We did do it during roads. We may have, action taken.
Okay,
Okay.
Do you want to do it now?
sure, we can do it now. Is everyone done with fire?
Yeah.
If we are, we can let Chief Ruskin
Yeah.
head out if you'd like to. You don't have to hang
If you
around.
want to stay. Thank you, Chief.
Trustee Puro moves to go into executive session at 8:05 for personnel matters.
Trustee Varian seconds that motion.
Roll call.
Piero,
Yes.
Darian,
Yes.
Griffith,
Yes.
That'll be for all four of us.
All righty.
Yes. Are you done? You done? Audio, right?
Oh, I didn't know about that person.
Oh, we'll call you.
Okay. No.
I got it off of,
I just had one
See any on here?
I don't think they'll know me.
Oh, did they? Oh, you want to wait until that? Did we end up doing any Dura patching at this school or no?
We haven't met up there. yet.
Okay.
Damn it.
I just was curious.
I haven't.
The one
I haven't
hole,
lined it up.
like they filled it with something.
Yeah, you can go
I
ahead.
haven't
Okay.
lined it up
Everything's-
yet.
I'm gonna entertain a motion to come back in.
Trustee Peter moves to come back into regular session at 8:59.
8:59.
Is there a second?
Second.
Roll call.
Piero,
Yes.
Griffith.
Yes.
And Barron.
Yes.
Right.
So we're working on the road report there. Anything else that you want to say on your road report?
Nope, I got no money to spend this.
Hey, look at this guy. You
I
better note that down.
Yeah.
Trustee Peter would like to make a motion to hire Mike Wheeler part-time to assist in road mowing and maybe some various projects, but starting pay will be $24 an hour, and he'll start
Whenever you want.
whenever we
can start.
get him
All
worked
right,
out.
Trustee Barry in second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay.
All right, anything else on road?
Thank you.
Okay, we're gonna move on.
Let's see.
Zoning report, Ms. Brocker.
Okay, since last meeting, no permits were issued. I just put there on a side note, there was a side lot that was approved. out here on
What does
Wood
that
Street.
mean?
It goes,
Does that have to do with that cemetery?
no, this is a strip kind of beside the parcel, the
Okay.
cemetery parcel. It's, tax delinquent and vacant. It actually runs through the house.
Okay,
So for those reasons, they applied through the county to get a hold of it.
so that side lot runs through the existing
So
house?
this is fascinating. I spent a lot of time on this and I'm glad they got this approved. So
Yeah,
there's a little strip of land that goes back to the cemetery behind the
Yeah.
old Zimmerman house.
Yeah.
And that little strip of land was
that
not
nobody
being,
knew about.
no, and it never transferred with the house. So when they
Yeah.
went to buy the house from the Zimmermans, the new family, the bank said, you don't own all the house. There's a strip of land in the middle of it. You don't own. We're not loaning you on that house. So they had to do all the work. So I'm really glad they got it because they've been working on this for a little while.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's been tax delinquent since like 2012 or something.
Oh, yeah. And it's a
What do
strip.
they
It's
owe
a
on
strip.
12 that many years?
Well, through the middle of the house. But remember, the cemetery was gifted to us.
Yes.
So the township owns the cemetery behind the house.
But
with
not the
little
access to
egress.
it.
You still had a private owner, which is crazy. But anyway, I'm glad they got that done. That's great.
Perfect.
Another interesting thing, just kind of I want to note, within the past month, I've probably gotten 5 or 6 phone calls from people wondering about putting a second home on their property for like their kids or something, because the way with prices of everything, trying to find land.
Yeah,
So
well,
we
we
did get a
said,
lot of questions about
as long as
that.
they parcel it off.
Interesting.
That's what I've been mentioned, probably need parcel, or if not, we'll have
Are
to
they
do
ask-
variance.
Are they asking to build a house or put like a mobile home trailer?
From the ones I talked to, most of them are talking about building a house.
Okay. So they've got a lot split, they've got a septic inspect, they've got a
Yeah.
whole thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, they won't be able to get any permits anyway without doing all that.
All that,
Yeah.
yeah. The lot too
Yeah.
big enough to handle the 2 septics.
Well,
and 2
regional
wells.
planning has that weird formula now of the length and width
Yeah.
ratio changed.
And health department's kind of been contacting back and forth, kind of, hey, this one's gonna call you for this. So it's kind of been interesting.
Yeah, I've had a few calls and I kept directing them to you because they were on lot splits.
Yeah. On the nuisance side, I've been behind, so I don't have a whole lot of updates, but I did get some letters sent out to a couple of the properties. We have a new one there, that's Mapleton at the corner of 44 and Mapleton, high grass.
Oh, yeah. I know where you are.
The one out on Lincoln, I did speak with the owner. The property is being rented out, as the cars are supposed to be getting ready to be sold. And the owner wasn't very happy with the way the property looked either, so he is working on it and getting it cleaned up. Earlier today, I had a question regarding pig poop by a neighboring house and if we have any rules on that.
Was it agricultural?
Yeah, there's 5 acres that meets the state rules that it's exempt from zoning. I recommended that they reached out to the health department just for the flies and smells, their main complaint.
I don't think there's anything you're gonna be
I don't
able
think
to
there's
do.
anything I
in
can do about
agriculture.
that.
Yeah,
Huh, okay.
that's why I kind of mentioned to them.
Yeah,
Or nicely asked to put it someplace else on their
Yeah.
property.
they just need to communicate with each other.
Yeah.
People would do better to communicate with each neighbor instead of,
Sounds like neighbors don't like each other.
we have a lot of those.
Mhm. And last meeting, you kind of asked about the definition of a junkyard.
Oh, yeah.
That is defined as 25 or more square feet of land, building, whatever, where discarded waste, scrap, anything like that. So scrap
Vehicles.
metal, wood, used building
25 square
supplies,
feet.
glass, all that kind of stuff. It's kind
25 square
That's
feet.
not very.
It's-
We got a lot of
That is
junkyards.
that
We got a lot of
I
junkyards.
think I
of,
got one.
I definitely have a junkyard.
It has to be handled, stored, exchanged for
Really?
15 or more days. And
Okay.
that's-
Well, that probably meets all the ones we have too.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that means
So-
everybody.
That's a conversation for you to have with the prosecutor then,
Mhm.
and give him that definition and come up with maybe he can come up with a letter for us that we can send to all those residents. You're
Say
deemed
you
as
are-
a junkyard.
You are officially a
And
junkyard.
then look, what do they have to do? 'Cause I think junkyards require,
They require fencing, they require,
but they have to have approval to have a junkyard, and they
Yeah.
don't have the approval. So once you give him that, he should also be able to tell us what we can do since they don't have approval.
Yeah.
When I was down at the state, that was one of the ones that successfully removed vehicles. They got it deemed a junkyard.
There's probably a reason why that number's so small.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Cause it makes it easy.
yeah, that's
A
right.
car, it's probably a car.
yeah.
That's right.
If you got an 8-foot bed on a truck,
Yeah.
that's,
That's probably
25,
where
yeah.
that.
My
number-
camper's more than 25
I don't
square
know,
feet,
but I
yeah.
do know that they had to pay the cost
Yeah.
and then put it on the taxes.
Okay, okay.
So follow that whole process with them.
All right.
Perfect, Mary. That's great news.
Yep.
Anything else, Mary?
that's all I have for right now.
All right, we're gonna move along here to Old Township business. And the first thing I'll bring up is I was over by Sucos today, and the frame's up. It's painted a dark green. It looks nice.
Good.
And our agreement with that builder was that they were supposed to pile a bunch of large stones around that sign frame to keep cars from hitting it.
Okay.
But when I was there today, I should have took a picture and I didn't, but there's grass that's probably at least this tall growing up there. So the question, I originally thought we'd pile the stones underneath the sign
Okay.
and then just spray it with weed killer to keep the grass down. But what are your guys' thoughts? Right now, it's gonna have to be mowed off probably before
Yeah.
May.
Oh, I think they could probably,
Or weed eat, we could just
they
weed
could put
eat.
that fiber down and you'll get away for a long time. It'll be very minimal,
Yeah, it's not a big space.
especially how thick, if you put 18 inches of rocks, bigger stuff, it's gonna be pretty hard for something to grow up through it.
I want him to put some like boulder-like ones where it's protecting the legs of that sign.
Yeah,
so
I think the
they
rocks are a
can't
good idea. It probably matches the theme.
hit. Okay.
Are we gonna have any conversation about who's gonna mow the mowed spots out there this year?
I thought Beck was.
Is Beck doing all the mowing out there?
Right now, he's still mowing around the
Building.
facility,
Okay.
but he said all your trails and all, that's a non-mowable grass. But he said he would just trim it up.
Trim the edges. Okay.
Yeah,
Wasn't he
Yeah.
getting us a quote to mow around this kind of stuff?
Yeah.
Well, the quote is that it's lower than what it was because he has
Oh,
less
there's
to mow
less to
now.
mow. Yeah.
Other than he said, I have to go over and see what I gotta trim around.
Okay.
Like, cause he wants to keep it from creeping out on the walkways and stuff.
Right.
Okay.
But,
Good. That's great. He's on it.
So the other question I have is then have we came up with the other signs that need to go up? Because I need to close this grant out.
That's a Ben Parker and Andy Parker conversation.
Not that sign, I'm talking about our signs that we were putting up.
To close your grant, the no trespassing signs, that's not part of your grant. That's just for safety for
Well-
Otarma. All you have to do is show the sign that's mounted that Andy's gonna put in and the one sign that says we're a park.
Well,
Then you turn it in.
That, but it said other directional signs and stuff. I don't know if I have to have them, but if we're putting them up,
Yeah. We need to make the order. I have the list here. This is the list of signs that we
Okay.
need.
I know, I talked to that was the part I had reported, John, to get two, and I was debating whether
I would
we
leave
thought I
that
should
alone.
get two,
There's
like
no
a
way
seasonal
that's
porta
gonna
johns, not all year round.
No chance.
yeah.
No,
Like, he's gonna give me the price.
I think we just
Once
need
they
one.
close this grant.
Well, that's what I didn't know, we just got one.
I think
I
we
would just do the main sign and whatever
the little one is.
And then
All right,
close it.
once he gets the main sign up, the frame's there, they just don't have the sign on
Take a
yet.
picture of it.
I'll send that in and we'll see if we
Great.
get feedback.
Great.
On the porta johns, I think we just need one.
I think
we need
one
two.
is fine.
Okay.
And if we see
Does
we,
it have to be,
And
I don't, they told me the handicap accessible where you can actually bring a wheelchair in?
yeah, I think it's a handicap one.
Yeah.
they're the big flat ones. There's no entrance. You don't step up into them. They're flat.
One handicap one.
One handicap one.
Okay.
A
On the
little more
far
money,
s-
I'm sure.
Yeah, on the far side
And
of
you'd be
that.
thinking about where you want it at the far side?
Can we put it on the other so you can't see it from
So
the
you
road?
can't see it from the road.
Like almost next to the entrance door of the house.
Well, that's
That
what I was
corner.
thinking, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
there's no real pathway over there, is there?
Oh yeah, you're right. I
You'd
guess.
have to have like a little.
If you gotta go, you'll find it.
Yeah.
Alright.
Alright.
Cool.
Well, I'll work on that.
And I'll keep working on signs, but Randy's right. By the time we put all these signs together and get them all in, there's no way it's gonna happen before June. We'll have to
Okay.
order all these.
So then the last thing I have is that we need to have like an opening dedication
Oh, okay.
sooner than later, but
Yeah.
I think we need the signs there to do
Yeah,
that. But
that's true.
because people are going in there now.
Yeah.
Oh, I think we could do that in June.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
I don't know. I mean, I don't,
Well, let's wait till next meeting. Maybe by next meeting, you can give us an idea of when we can pick a June date then.
Sounds good.
And do a little opening dedication there, and probably the bank guy wants to come to that, I'm guessing.
I updated Phil with everything we were on these last steps here, and he was pretty excited about it.
Okay. All right. So that's all I have on the part. Did you have anything else, Brian, or was that this
I
time?
was just gonna talk about this porta john. I will tell you that Robert Wang, repository writer, he called me, I think back in September, he talked to me. I think you trustees might have suggested him talking to me.
Well, he called me, sorry.
And, cause he
I
said.
may or may not have name dropped you and gave me the phone number.
He might be listening tonight. He said, if I don't make the meeting, I'll look it up.
Brian Lowry, BR.
Yeah. So anyhow, I talked to him just saying where we were at, what our goal was is being open, like making some kind of grand opening. He was asking a lot of the questions we
Right.
were talking about, but he wanted to know that special date if we ever set the date. So
Yeah. Let me go back one more thing there. Are we trying to put up some type of fence from the road to the house to block for Sukkos before we have that
The
opening?
McCullough. Oh,
And I think that if it's not the one permanent one, I think we just get a piece of fence right now and put it up for now until we figure out what we're really doing. Because the last time I talked with them, they liked the split rail look, but they wanted us to put a chain link on the other side of the split rail. And I'm not putting up two fences.
can we get just some green snow fence for right now?
Yes, some temporary fencing.
I would do orange,
you're talking building to road, corner of building to road.
just
Yes.
along that right away.
Got it.
So
By the-
people-
by the McCulloughs.
Yes.
Okay. Got it.
So are you guys in favor of that?
No.
Ronnie, is that something that you can
What's that?
Put up a snow fence for us.
put up some, not
Do we
orange, but
have
green?
some?
It
Go,
could be,
you're
No, we have
gonna
to
probably,
go buy it.
green, we don't want orange.
well, I guess would it matter if it's orange?
Let's be stand out like, it might well look bad.
Yeah.
Green,
I mean,
you
if
really
could
won't
get some
see.
green
You really,
from-
yeah, you really want to see the
From
green.
Broadway there back and touch the corner of the
Probably from the
house.
utility pole because you can't go all the way up the
Over
road,
by
of course.
Sucrose Park.
Can't, just stay 5 feet off the driveway,
And just
that, the driveway that we don't use.
Oh, okay.
Stay 5 feet to the north, south, come all the way back and go straight to the garage.
Okay,
so somebody can't go through it. That's all we want.
okay.
And that's probably, you're
Brian's
probably gonna
breaking
need,
our furniture.
probably need a decent amount of stakes for that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, don't have it sagging. We don't want people.
I'll calculate how many feet
Alright,
it
cool.
is and we'll get what we need.
Awesome.
Yeah, and take it so that we don't want people cutting that corner of the house.
Yeah, we don't want them to
We don't
go
want
to the
them getting
McCullough's
through there.
backyard.
Like I said, it'll be like a 90.
Mhm.
Out, over, cuts it off so nobody can go
Yeah.
through.
Yeah, good.
Perfect. You can do that whenever you get time to do that.
Okay.
Do we need to approve a purchase amount for that?
Yeah, because it'll be over what I can spend.
Yeah, it will be over. Yeah, let's do, let me real quick.
Because he's gonna need to get post too, probably T-post.
$1,000.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say that probably, I'm looking
Yeah,
at
that
snow
should
fence right now by the roll. Yeah, I think $1,000 probably do it.
Trustee Pierre moves to buy green snow fence not to exceed $1,000 to put up a temporary fence for now to block the right of way. It's
And stakes
and stakes
to be billed to Succo's Trust.
Yes.
to be billed to Succo's Trust.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure you're not blocking that driveway, right?
No,
No, no.
Okay.
They're gonna
Uh,
say 5 feet into us,
Try-
on us.
Trustee Varian seconds the
All
motion.
in favor?
Aye.
Alright.
Great.
That's just to keep people off of that for now.
And then
until we do
I'll
something.
reach
Yeah,
out to
well, I'd love it.
Cullis,
I'd love it if
tell
you
them
said
that we're gonna
different.
do it, and then ask them to mow on that side of the fence.
I'd love it if we
Or
could,
Beck can, because he's mowing on the other side of the house.
I'd love it if we could figure out some natural, I'd love to plant some trees along there. In a couple years, they'll be big and full and you won't even be able to see it.
Yeah.
It's so much better than a
We can
fence.
probably do something like that with this fence, but then
Yeah,
then we don't
yeah.
have to
I'd
spend
love
a
to
lot-
bring them
we
in
don't
and say,
have to
hey, can we do some pine trees and like, let's put some foliage in there, you know, but anyway.
Yeah, we'll work on that. At
Okay.
least that's gonna stop people from
Briars.
now.
Because
Okay.
somebody has drove
Yes.
like from our parking lot down beside the Succo's house.
That's probably me.
Oh, that was you?
That was me,
Probably
that
was me.
was Brenda or ambulance, because one time it drove off the
Oh,
road
it
too.
did drive off there. Mine
Our
was a long
ambulance
time
drove off the
not
road too.
recent.
We wanted to see if the four drive worked, I guess.
because I was going on down that road, so, sorry.
Okay.
All right.
All right, new business. With us here, I have a letter from Albers and Albers Attorneys at Law that we're looking at retaining them as our legal counsel. And so I'd like to make a motion that we retain them as our legal counsel for future events.
Trustee Varian, second.
You're making a
Be
motion?
clear on what you're retaining them for.
I think you
Say
said
that
you
again.
didn't.
I said future,
She wants to entertain.
future events. Do you want more detail?
Well, when you say
I'm out
future
here.
events, are we using a prosecutor? You could be a little more detailed what you say.
Well, right now, we're looking at a water district, but that may not be the only thing we use them for.
Well, that's what I'm.
Put them on retainer for that now.
So we'll put them on that retainer for right now, but we
So,
may use them for.
so
other
Varian
things.
so moves.
All right.
0 seconds.
All in favor?
Aye.
Alright.
Okay, with that, I would like to make a motion that we have a special meeting scheduled for May 11th to confer with the Albers attorney firm at 6 PM.
Trustee,
And that's to discuss the water district.
Trustee Varian, second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
May 11th.
May
Um,
11th and 6th.
Third thing I had under new business was I'd like us to think sooner than later about starting to research the electrical aggregation, which ours expires December 31st.
It does. I
It
gotta get on
does,
that
and I'd
too.
like to start talking. So Brian, are you able to get a hold of our current? I know it's changed a couple times.
What's that?
Our
Electric aggregation.
our electrical aggregation supplier.
Okay, here's what this is part of what I was gonna bring right into before we go any further on that. Aspen Energy is who our representative is, and J-Cell is the rep. And presently, I just got the email from him earlier this week, that Aspen Energy, that's the company that he works for, has been bought out by Priority Power. They have over $500 billion more of assets, and he feels that that company is retaining all the staff, and they feel like they can negotiate a lot better for us in the future. because our contract's up at the end of this year. I had already asked him to plan on being here in August and September timeframe to discuss the next proposal. Because I know Trustee Griffith and I think Trustee Viren was there, that a lot of these rates around us are 2 and 3 cents higher than what we're presently at. And
Can we get him in sooner?
it's possible, but I know they're in transition right now. He wanted to bring in all this because I got to change it on our website, from Aspen to this new company. And then this was all just happening in the last
Okay.
week. But it might be a good opportunity because no one else would probably be on that, to have that opportunity, because a lot of people aren't in that right now at this company.
I mean, just because we have him in doesn't mean we have to agree to something now. But when we get a chance to discuss rates and then look further out, I'd rather have him come sooner than, so that gives us more of an idea of what we're looking
Keep in
for.
mind, I asked that question many times because the market is so all over.
Oh,
he
yeah, it
couldn't
jumps
give-
around.
He couldn't give you anything really real firm right yet.
So this is a piggyback off of that. So Ben Parker sent me an email. I forwarded it all to you. He said he couldn't make it tonight from a track meet, but he wanted to discuss that he has solar at his house, and he's had some residents ask, and he said the aggregation deal is ending in December for us. We need to renegotiate. I have an idea that if you're able to pick a preferred solar provider for a discount to the residents of the township, that would help because finding reliable solar provider is a problem. So it looks like he has some questions about bringing a solar, when you do your aggregation, bringing a solar constituent that you could put together, and people could choose to go to solar if they wanted to. So Ben's got some info on that. He said there's a attachment to the email. There's a bunch of info. So when you get a chance,
Well,
we'll
what I
read.
was thinking, let me see what Jay's available and his other company, the guy that's with him, see if they can come into one of our meetings. You can
Okay,
all talk to them
great.
or sooner than all.
Yeah, especially since we're looking now for some solar
Yeah.
opportunities too.
That'll bring people.
Yeah.
Put solar on there.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, not solar fields,
But yeah, but residential solar
residential solar.
to try to keep costs down.
Yes.
All right, I'll line that up.
Okay, that's all that I had. Randy, are you
Okay.
done with yours or you have
No.
another?
I'll have one more thing.
Let Brian go first.
It might be the same thing.
Mhm.
I don't know.
No, it's, this is the time of the year where we renew our OTA, Stark County Township members.
Got that email.
I got called from him this morning.
Yeah,
Okay.
and by the way, John who called me, he wanted to make sure our email's correct because some of the
Yeah.
emails, he told me he got to you.
Okay.
I verified Cliff's, I verified yours,
Yeah.
Larry's, the office. He had Stu in there, but I verified Rodney, so Rodney would get any of the going out of any mail or anything coming in. So I think I got that done, but the new rates, I should say the new rates, it's $80 for the active members. That's what we usually pay each. And then like the affiliate, which should be Rodney and Mary. And then those are 35 each.
I actually would like to add Josh on there too, since he's full-time.
All right.
Yeah, great.
Josh,
I think that's
all right.
good money spent.
So we'll
You
put
can-
3, that would be Josh,
Yep.
Rodney and Mary. Okay. And then anyone else?
I think that's good.
So that would add up, it'd be just over $400 a year
You need a
for,
motion?
yes.
Trustee Varian moves to pay the annual dues to the OTA for our 3 trustees and our 3 employees.
Stark
Totally,
County.
Stark County OTA.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Stark County OTA. Not to exceed $500.
Trustee Pierce, second.
All in favor?
Aye.
And then Brian, what is the cost if we want to add our family member on?
Associate members are $25.
Okay.
Okay,
Um,
so we just. bring
I
that
would
to
just
you.
recommend that we try to do that, even if they go one time, you're getting your money's worth, but it
Yeah.
bumps the numbers for the whole county as a whole.
Oh,
Okay, so we just bring that, can we bring that cash to you?
Yeah.
yeah. I didn't know if you noticed at the last meeting,
Yes, remember we nominated Brian? Oh, you might have been gone.
Oh, did Brian get put on there?
Yeah,
Oh, congratulations.
as the executive committee member.
Oh, good job, buddy. Congratulations, yeah. One more
that
meeting to go
was a
to.
railroad.
No one raised their hand. He was a little
Oh, no,
melly.
we raised our hands quick.
Yeah, it was like bang, bang. Oh, congratulations.
Brian now has a vote on that committee, so anything we need goes to
Good.
Brian.
Good.
All right, what did you have?
What I had at the end, we've handled already.
I need an executive session with there'll be no action.
Okay.
It won't take very long. Everybody,
Okay.
you guys they can leave. Oh, wait.
Well,
I'll
so,
make a motion to pay the bills.
So moved.
all in favor?
Second.
All right.
Aye. And so we will be going into executive session, correct?
Yes.
With no action
You
taken after.
guys, you two can leave. Trustee Creel moves to go into executive session at 9:23 for matters required to be kept confidential.
Trustee Barry, second.
Roll call,
Varian,
Yes.
Hero,
Yes.
Griffin.
yes.
Thanks,
At
you guys.
9:24.
Appreciate all your work.
Yeah.
All right.
So talk you up, we're gonna stay in here.
Yeah.
Shut
We'll stay
everything.
here. See you later. Anyone, is anybody still watching this? Nope, 0 and 0.
Okay, it's on.
Trustee Varian moves to come out of executive session at 9:42.
All in favor? Roll call, sorry, roll call.
What time was it? 9?
9:42.
Varian.
Yes.
Griffith.
Yes.
And Piero.
Yeah,
Trustee Varian makes a motion to adjourn the meeting.
second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
I like the NEMA conversation. I do. I think they're way more likely to do a district because really there's not much value. There's not much upfront cost right now.
Okay, you're
But for the
leaving
future of
yours.
their community, it makes a ton of sense.
We're still
Oh, that's fine. So there's, I mean, 0, there's no one. There's 0 and 0.
But still recorded.
Yeah, but it's still recording.
That's fine. So I mean, that, to me, that makes the most sense. Because they function.
Well-
We function.
We support another township then, and
That's
we're
right.
protecting townships.
Right. Right. I mean, that's, to me, that makes,
So I'm with you, there's something, they're definitely hiding something because there's no reason for them to not want